So, disclaimer, clearly out of practice. Game audio was way too loud, so enjoy. Hello, and welcome to another edition of our weekly unboxing. Let's get logged in and check it out. Hello, friends. Not a very exciting video for you today. As you may or may not know, I took some time off. I just kind of renewed my sub yesterday, so I kind of did some last minute stuff. There was a weekly quest to do 4 mythic dungeons, so one of them I ended up doing, so not going to be a very exciting chest, but I figure we'll go check it out. I will say, having played like other games and stuff like that, you move so slow in this game, especially when you compare it to like I played some Minecraft and stuff like that.
My master did say to serve everyone.
It was definitely like quite a bit slower paced, and just the movement was slower, so it didn't feel satisfying. Yeah, so I took some time off. It just wasn't feeling it, you know. I wasn't ready to do the grind. There's a lot of the idea behind the vault is that you have multiple ways to get loot options. But for me, what it felt like was I needed to do more things so I had those options. So like I needed to run 10 keys and clear heroic and all for the raid and stuff like that, and it got to be pretty overwhelming. And yeah, it already was feeling grindy before it even began, so it just wasn't enjoyable for me. But I took some time away, and I know nobody cares, and nobody was really demanding it, but I did miss making these videos for you guys, which is kind of what brought me back. Yeah, so while I'm flying, I should have hearts, but while I'm flying back to Oribos to look at my chest, let me talk a little bit about what kind of drove me away. I think there are too many systems in place that I don't really understand. And what I mean is like the whole order hall thing where I just was. There's a lot of stuff there, and a lot of what you do is gain renown, which I understand will help unlock abilities for like it's not a companion, but it's the person that you're soulbound. So you're soulbound to somebody and they give you extra benefits. So the more popular you are with your faction, like the more abilities you have. So that makes sense to me. But then there's a lot of stuff like the missions, like the follower missions, which I feel like those have always kind of been a little bit self-contained, where they don't really matter, and stuff like that. So you can you do them if you want to, that kind of thing. And you can try to get certain currencies and stuff like that, but it didn't feel like very meaningful to do that. And the dailies, oh man, the dailies are such a pain. It feels like all the dailies, especially when you compare it to BFA. Because the BFA, it takes, you know, and this is probably not good, but it didn't take very long to do a daily for BFA. But like it feels like a whole ordeal to do a daily in Shadowlands. And they weren't fun. So they went kind of extreme. They're trying to slow down the pace of the game and stuff like that, and it felt pretty extreme. I actually don't enjoy being level 60. Just the numbers being smaller means like, you know, your haste is smaller, so your everything is just smaller, and it's not really. I didn't find it as enjoyable for that kind of thing. So just having less is sometimes just less, you know. And yeah, I don't know. And I was getting kind of a weird vibe with the raid team and stuff like that. It just wasn't fun. So that's what it's all about, right? You gotta have fun. But yeah, I played for a couple hours yesterday. I think I gained 8 renown levels in one day. They were just dropping from the end of dungeons and stuff like that. So kind of a cool catch-up mechanic. It seems like I can get caught up pretty quickly if I decide to do that. Yeah, this is where I'm at. I'm kind of at a crossroads. You know, I'm subbed for a month, so I'll play for a month. Yeah, I don't know how hard I want to push or what I want to achieve. It's, in some ways, it's the same as the game's always been. But I think the real problem with World of Warcraft, and I can't speak for everybody, but I think people remember World of Warcraft from like the first time or the first expansion that they played the most, where that is the game to them. So everybody that played during vanilla, they hearken, they long for this classic experience. Even though classic is pretty bad, like as far as quality of life and stuff like that goes. And like me, I started during Wrath, so for me, the game of World of Warcraft is Wrath of the Lich King. It's fighting the Lich King, it's doing the stuff on Icecrown, and being in that world with those talent trees and those abilities and stuff like that. So that's the game that I miss, the game that I like to think that this game still is, which it's not. It looks like it, a little bit, you know, more graphics and stuff like that. But it is a lot different, so than back then, and it'll never be the way that I remember the game that I like, you know, the game that I like to play. So, but the big thing for me right now is I do like making these videos, so kind of a captive audience for anybody who wants to listen, but I'll stop wasting time. So I did a very small key, I did one key, I'm gonna have one option. I'm probably not gonna have a lot I can get. From the weekly last week, I did end up picking up a neck piece, so I got the heroic neck piece. My guy's item level 200, so it'll give you an idea where I'm at. Some 220 pieces, a lot of things under 200 still. I think like a Mythic 2 might be 187, or let's see. It doesn't actually say, so let's just open it and we'll see what we get. Oh, generating loot for Unholy. One piece you gotta generate. Oh, pointless necklace that I don't need. So, oh, a gem slot. That's nice. I just got a neck piece, so one of the items that I, of course, it's just how the game works. Yeah, I am gonna run some more keys this week. I'll at least do 4. I don't know if I'll make it to 10. I'm gonna run some higher keys as well. I've been talking to some of my friends, and you know, they're down to do some stuff. But yeah, did you miss me? I kind of miss doing this. I don't know if I missed the game, but I miss making the videos and looking at the chest. Let's check out my key. The key. Did I get a key? Did I not get a key? Oh, I gotta collect it. I don't even remember. Oh, what is this? Maybe I should get these instead. Stygia? Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll collect the 3 Stygia. Makes sense, right? Okay. Keystone, level 9, Theater of Pain, excuse me. Tyrannical, Bursting, Explosive. Honestly, that shouldn't be too bad. Explosives are interesting. They changed the way explosives work. I think you can dispel them, if I understand that right. No, bursting you can dispel. And the explosives have less health, so it's not as hard. Tyrannical will probably still be pretty rough. I mean, especially since I'm just geared for normal raids. So like I'm kind of behind on my progression. We'll figure it out. Do a couple keys. That means I'll be on Twitch this week if you guys want to come say hey. I'm not very excited to watch, but that's okay. Just come say hey, make fun of me, tell me how bad I am. Yell at me for clicking. You know, usual stuff. Anyway, thanks guys, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.